Hi, right, well I'm here with Possessor, who've just done a fantastic storming set down at Flashback in Shoreditch. This is Graham, this is Bean. It's 2/3 of Possessor.
Yeah.
So where's your bass player gone?
Mark's in about 5 bands.
Oh, of course.
So he has another gig in Wimbledon tonight.
Wimbledon? That's a long way to go.
It's a long stretch.
So he had to dash because he's meant to be on stage there at 9.
Oh right, that's in about 50 minutes, that's pretty good.
So yeah, we'll see whether he makes it.
Sorry, he'll be flying on his broomstick.
Yeah,
cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, tell us a bit about Possessor. How did you get together? How did it form and when?
I started the band on my own as a little, not a joke so much, but just a bit of fun. December 2013.
Right.
And then Mark, bass player Mark, was just wouldn't stop telling me that it has to be a live band. He just kept saying, "You got to do this live. You got to make it a live band." So he became a part of the band, and then we've had a couple of drummers, no one permanent, and then we luckily found Bean, who is now our permanent drummer, and it's come together a lot better now.
Cool.
Now the 3 of us are together, it's sounding like a proper band finally, which it hasn't.
Well, it sounded really tight tonight, I have to say. It sounded great.
It's just taken a while to kind of get the holy trilogy, or the trinity, so to speak, Rush and Nirvana, all those good bands,
sort of power trio, metal.
That was always what the idea was. Because we had 2 guitars, it just didn't get work, and I think now we've got 3 of us.
Yeah.
If they leave, then it's over.
Actually, I mean, we talked very briefly about getting a second guitar player in.
I don't think you need it.
A conversation that lasted about 3 minutes.
It's just getting more people down to rehearsals. You don't need it for the sound.
There's just been so many cool 3-piece bands.
So how did you get involved?
Well, I met Graham outside the Mucky Pup actually. We were both going to
the infamous Mucky Pup outside the Mucky Pup.
I was on my way to. It's quite a nice story actually. I was on my way to see Fu Manchu at the O2. And I walked past, and you stood outside the Mucky Pup, and I think I was wearing an Iron Monkey t-shirt, and you just said, "You'll be going to see Fu Manchu, won't you?" And I was like, yeah, I am. And then we just got chatting, and we just kind of, that conversation was all sort of 5 or 10 minutes, and we ended up swapping numbers or whatever, we were just in touch. And I think Graham saw some pictures of me online or on Facebook just playing drums, and then just sent a message to me. I don't suppose you're a drummer, are you? And we've been chatting and just kind of talking about music, talking about bands, and just...
We've got pretty much the same taste.
Yeah, we just worked out, we just shared a lot of the same taste in music. And it's funny actually, because the more we talk, the more we realise we've got quite a long shared history. Like we, both sort of started our lives out in Kent and moved up into the city, and there was kind of all these strange coincidences that kept cropping up. And
it was good. And
that kind of led to us getting in a room and just playing together.
It's pretty good from the start, though, isn't it?
And that was that. And what's great for me is I was actually a big fan of Possessor before I met Graham.
Oh right. Okay.
So and there was a funny moment where we were kind of like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I told him my name, and he's like, "I remember that name," because he'd remembered writing it on the envelope where I bought a load of stuff, and he'd mailed it out to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you sent me an email saying don't send it to my work address.
Yeah, so there's all this kind of weird. So I had to say, "Oh yeah, I know his band." Yeah. So it was a treat for me, to get in a room and play these songs that I've been playing. At home, just on my headphones or just through the stereo, and just kind of be a part of that.
So you knew the songs anyway, which is a great start.
I think one of the best things about myself and Bean meeting was that, it sounds bizarre saying this, but we're both 37, 38. Yeah. So it's really nice to actually make a really good new acquaintance slightly later in your life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because a lot of people you really get on with are the guys you grew up with, you went to school with, you went to college with, or whatever. Yeah, or were you on your first job and stuff.
One of my best mates, Dan, he did a couple of gigs with Possessor, nothing permanent. He just wanted to do a couple of shows, and then it was just amazing when I met Matt, obviously, because it was like, well, hold on a minute, this guy likes Fu Manchu. I think I used to work with his girlfriend. We're the same age. We like all the same stuff. We're both losing hair. We're both.
So why the headgear, guys?
And we both just really just love rock music in general, not metal so much, but
just music.
Just playing everything. It's nice to. So obviously, I think we're both quite into jazz as well. I hate to use the word jazz because it just sounds so.
Jazz, obviously.
Yeah, one of my favourite musicians ever is Lee Morgan. Okay. And I know that you're a fan of Lee Morgan, which is unusual.
Yeah, big fan of Lee Morgan.
A lot of people go for Miles Davis and Coltrane, Sonny Rollins, but
I think Morgan had a bit of kind of energy about it, kind of more snappy.
Yeah. Well, I think there was a really good link between me and Bean and Mark from the start, and we all got on. And Bean came to one of our gigs. And the next morning I said, oh, you know that guy with the peak cap? I texted Mark saying, you know that guy with the peak cap? And he said, oh, he's a lovely bloke, isn't he? If only he could drum. And I was like, so it was, it was really simple, really easy, and we've really enjoyed tonight's gig. The one 2 weeks ago wasn't quite as successful because I drank a little bit too much before.
There is a problem, isn't there? If you go on stage drunk, it's you think it's going to be great, but it isn't.
Well, I broke a string. And had to borrow a guitar off the support band, but he didn't tell me that it was in a completely bizarre tuning, like really odd. I was like, what the hell is going on here? So
you tried to retune a guitar when you're drunk.
Yeah. So I was really, really glad that tonight was a success because it's kind of now we can forget about Kingston.
You're always as good as your last gig.
What happens in Kingston stays in Kingston.
Indeed, yeah.
Well, my guitar lead I lost there actually. So that's.
So have you got any product out?
Yeah, we've got the album we did, Electric Hell.
Yeah.
That was out on cassette in Chicago.
Yeah.
And on a limited CD run in either Somerset or Hertfordshire. I'm not sure where the label's based.
Right. But you can buy it outside of Somerset.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's available everywhere.
Strictly limited to Somerset. It's like we went for the idea of like the general release. How can we make this really special?
Well, we've got one copy of our first album on CD in Bournemouth, is it? And it's like under stairs somewhere, and you can get it if you follow the map. Anyway, we've got there's a new EP out called
Inside a Fabergé egg.
Stay There.
Stay Dead.
Stay Dead.
Wouldn't be called Stay There.
No.
Stay Dead was just a bit of a joke name because Electric Hell had to go somewhere, and what happens after Hell?
Where are you going to go after Stay Dead?
Just going to do a new album.
Reanimate it.
Could do. Well, Stay Dead has just come out on cassette in Canada, and it's coming out on vinyl.
So what about this cassette fetish? I don't get it really.
I don't get it either. I didn't ask.
Well, you're releasing it on the cassette. Come on.
In the words of Graham Chapman in The Life of Brian, I didn't ask to sell this stuff. You know, we were asked, the chap in Chicago who put the album out just sent me an email saying, I love your band, can I release your album? And I said, yeah, absolutely. And then a month later he said, right, I've got 300 copies of it on cassette for you. Fair enough. But they do sell.
Wow.
They really do. Like, I've only got 2 copies left of that. And the new one, haven't received our copies yet, but apparently it's selling.
Is that coming out on anything other than 8-track cartridge or
it's coming out, I think it's coming out on Smoke Signal.
Is it?
and Betamax.
Excellent.
No, it's the vinyl release is coming out.
Oh, it's proper vinyl release?
Yeah, 12 inch.
Excellent.
It's going to be about see-through vinyl.
And what date is that?
That is the 24th of... What date are we playing in?
August.
Right, 24th of August.
Cool.
Yeah, it's on a label called Creepy Crawl, which is owned by a lovely chap called Simon who used to own Rocket Records.
Oh yeah.
So he obviously knows what he's doing. So
clearly, he's releasing you guys.
Left it
Finger on the pulse.
Left it in his hands. So vinyl seems to be taking forever though. I've been promised a test copy of this.
Vinyl pressing
2 months now.
A long time. Yeah.
But if people are willing to put the money behind the band, take forever. Doesn't matter.
And so you're gonna that's coming out. You're going to be doing some gigs around London. Anywhere else?
Next one's in Brighton.
Yeah.
5th of September. Then one in Bristol apparently, but I hadn't told Matt or Mark about
it. No, I think you mentioned that was being planned. So is that off the back of the Kingston gig?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the bands we played with there.
So you may notice you are either Matt or Bean, depending on.
It's
which
true.
Way the
Yeah,
wind's blowing.
yeah, exactly. No, I was. But yeah, Matthew or Matt is my given name.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been called Bean all my life.
Right. Okay. Which do you prefer?
I go by Bean. Really.
Bean.
Yeah.
We'll use that.
Okay.
Stop
calling him Matt. His real name's Bean. You know.
Well,
it's like in bad news. Uncle Spider, not.
You're John Murphy, aren't you? Yeah, because it's funny because I googled after our first ever gig was at Flashback on Essex Road, and the morning after I did a Google search just to see if anyone recorded it, and there was a clip on YouTube. I think it was yours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
Probably.
yeah, that was nice.
John does a lot of recording down at Flashback and various other places. Lots of new bands.
Yeah.
And you've got, what's your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
You'll find it.
Yeah. It's out there, man.
It's another limited run, isn't it?
Yeah.
Possessor,
Somerset,
you'll
they know
find
all
it,
about it. Yeah.
Obviously, it's only on tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much.
Thank you very much,
Thanks, you
Mark.
played fantastically
Cheers,
tonight.
thank you.
And good luck for the future.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go and have a
Cheers.
beer.
Let's go and have a beer.
Yeah.